Well, hi there, guys. This is your host, ID Jester. Thought I would give you guys another quick video since I'm doing them in all. Might as well start off with another new one here. So this one is specifically about my carded dice NHL hockey game, and just the updated information so that when I do my next video, if you decide to watch it or whatever, you'll have the updated information. So here's the old Brad Marchand card that we had. I'm not sure why this one looks all funky, like it's not very clear. Let me bring up his card again here. Uh, See, yeah, it looks fine. I don't know why it re-imaged it to like that, all goofy. Anyways, sorry about that. So I made some changes to the looks of the cards and the information on the cards, basically. So here's the old card, and then here's the new card, and we'll talk about the differences here. So basically, I took the player's name and moved it up to the top. So and then put the team name down where the player's name was. So kind of switched these out, and then made the name bold, so it's a little bit easier to see when you're looking at a player. You know, when you look at the card, it's like, oh, well, this is Brad Marchand. Of course, you don't have to kind of scroll around for it. So I think it makes it look better. I took their positions and moved it up in the top left-hand corner, so you can see here position went up there. And then I took the face-off from the right side and moved it over to the left side, so it's now over on the left side. And I gave each player a new stat, which is a penalty number. So that's a chance of them having a penalty. In this case, he's a P5. These results go from 1 to 9, 9 being the best, 1 being the worst. So you can see Brad Marchand is about average, about a P5, in taking a penalty for getting called for a penalty, anyways. And then probably the two biggest changes we've looked at. So offense and defensive values used to be a single 10-sided dice, but I found that it didn't separate the players enough because you ended up having a lot of players that were 7-5 or 6-5, 5-5. It's like, okay, well, they're all pretty similar in their numbering system. So to separate them a little bit more, make each player feel a little bit different, I changed him to a percentile dice roll from 1 to 100. So instead of having a 7, he's going to be a 66. His defense is a 5. He's a 52. You can kind of look at, here's Brad Marchand's card and Patrice Bergeron's card. He's a 63 and defense of 58. Brett Conley's an offense of 54 and a defense of 48. So you can kind of see how the new system's going to look. Just kind of separates the players as opposed to being a 6-5 and this guy being a 6-5. But you can see they're slightly different. Better offense, and Patrice Bergeron is slightly better defensive value. So even though they're both 6-5s, um, they do stand out opposed from one another. This information is pretty much the same. This is a result of the play. That hasn't changed because that is the back end of the gaming system. That information isn't going to change. And this, of course, I find out that I need to adjust the back side or the game engine behind the hockey game. But the biggest change is going to be what actually happens here on a shot result. So you can see over here we had this old system here where basically if they rolled an X, that's a shot on goal and blah, 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 blah. It goes from there. Problem was when you didn't roll an X, we didn't know what happened to the puck. So in this case, I've changed the system to now be if they have a shot on goal, if it's an A shot, he's got a 16% chance to get it on goal. We're going to roll percentile dice, 16% chance of getting it on goal and the goalie needing to make a save. Doesn't mean he didn't get the shot on goal. It just means that he got it to a spot where the goalie needs to make a save or it's going to be a goal. All right. So, and then if he is not successful, the result of what happened with the miss shot. So the shot's either going to be saved. That's what this greater than symbol is. It's the goalie there. And and then it shows you who gets possession of the puck after the goalie save. So he made a save, and the rebound went to the other team, so it went back to Boston after Marchand shot the goal. We have the two dots, the colon symbol, which represent the posts on the net. And in this case, he shot it wide of the net. That's what these two little symbols are. And the result is going to be a loose puck. Here we got a goalie save and then a play stoppage. So he grabs the puck, either knocked it out of the rink or just held on to it for a faceoff. We have a bracket, which is basically a block symbol. So someone blocked the shot and it resulted in a loose puck, a block and a play stoppage. We got a missed shot and a play stoppage. We got a missed shot and a loose puck. We got a goalie stop and the star symbol, which means he's the rebound or the after the save, the goalie's giving it off to his team. Blocking a loose puck, a save and a loose puck. So that's the results that'll happen on the shots. So obviously, if Brad Marchand gets a B, he's got a 31% chance, and a C also 47% chance. So you can see better shots, better chances to actually get a shot on goal that the goalie needs to save. And you will notice that this kind of corresponds with their shooting percentage. So players that have good shooting percentages are going to obviously have higher numbers here, and lower shooting percentages are going to be much lower there. So you can see the difference here. He's got 11, 22, 30. Bergeron is a 13, 28, 41, and Brad Marchand has a 16, 31, 47. So that is pretty much the new information with the sheets. I've also created these line images. So basically I've taken line number 1 for Boston, which is the left wing, Brad Marchand, center, Patrice Bergeron, and right wing, Brett Connolly, and put them into one image. So I can now put all of my different lines on the screen as opposed to having to keep them off screen. And this one's probably a little bit big. There we go. So I can have one team up here on the top, and of course one team on the bottom, and then I won't have to. When I do line changes, I've actually got all the different lines. So I got line 1, I got line 2, line 3, line 4. These are all your 4 forward lines. I've actually got penalty kill line 1, penalty kill line 2. I've also got power play line 1, power play line 2. So I've got all the different formats for the different setups ready to go. So when line 1's done, we could just hit the little thing and bring out line 2. So that should speed things up as well. If we look at the goalie cards, where is Tuukka? Tuukka, where are you, Tuukka? Here you are, Tuukka. Tuukka Rask. All right, so bring him up over into this corner. So this would be kind of the setup I would have. I would have obviously Boston up here, Tampa Bay down at the bottom. Then we would have our dice, and we would work it like that. Pretty much the same thing for the goalies. The goalies now have percentile numbers as opposed to just single numbers. If they're successful, they'll roll on one side. If you're unsuccessful, they'll roll on the other side. If it's a blank, it's a goal. If it's a @ symbol, it means to be a quality stop. If the goalie's in position to get a quality stop, so we're going to roll with the @ symbol again. If he's successful on this side, much less chance of having a goal. If he's unsuccessful, then obviously much better chance. Then, of course, we have our rebounds, we have our breakaways and odd man rushes, and then we have our shootouts. Obviously, with the shootout, we don't have to worry about rebounds or anything like that. It's one shot, one time. So, yeah, that will be the new format, and I think it'll play a little bit quicker. It's me trying to bring up all the different players, one after the other, to get the play result. So I'm hoping to show you guys some gameplay here coming up in the next video. So this is just kind of an intro to the new system so you guys understand when you look at the player cards, they look kind of confusing right now. I'm sure for players that aren't familiar with the system, hadn't created it like myself. For me, I look at it and I go, oh, okay, I can see everything. I understand everything. For players that haven't played, though, or haven't seen the system, they look at it and go, oh my God, I don't understand any of this. But so we'll be playing another game here in the next episode. Just wanted to kind of give you an overview of the new setup we have going on. And hopefully you guys have some thoughts, comments, suggestions, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, take care, guys.